Uh-oh. There I go. There we go. It's time already. Let me just, uh-oh. Dang, I was going for the double jab lock to style. Guess I don't get the style this time. Feels bad. No style for me. Yeah, that stage was way less laggy. Maybe it was something about Pokemon Stadium 2 that was being wonky. Maybe. No style for me. Darn you and your teching ways. Robbing me of my my style attempts. How dare ye. Alrighty, looks like we're about ready to hop into things here. Who is this? Have I been pinged in a... I assume that SP Haviz is the first player for Forces Combines Gaming. I know Fermata is a player of VGLS there. GG's Pokercraft. Is there a crew battle chat where this is going on? State somewhere that I'm being added. Let me just write in Fermata here. Alright, is it a 5v5? Are we starting? Is that what's happening here? I've already forgotten what this tag was. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Looks like we're starting out on Pokemon Stadium 2. Yeah, I don't know where this is happening. Was it in the same crew battle chat as before? I already forget which one it was. Oh, here it is, 4. Alright, yeah, looks like we're just confirming 5v5 at the moment. So yeah, first battle is going to be Fermata as Robin representing VGLS here, and yeah, crew battle 4, alrighty. So that's a voice chat then. And we have SP Haviz as Ice Climbers. Are they going under a different name on Discord? Just Haviz then. It looks like. So let's shorten this a little bit so it's just a bit cleaner. Havs is what I'll say in that case. Alright, so I believe it's a 5v5 at the moment. Already, quite a bit of pressure is going on to Fermata at the moment. Looks like Arc Fire is about to be available again, just like that. A bit of pressure coming out from either side here. With projectiles, it seems. Now, this is a real crew battle, unlike the one earlier, which was a mock crew battle. Oh my goodness, Nana with a clutch. Nana with the clutch side B there. Very even percents right now. Managing to get the Arc Thunder there. Yeah, sometimes Nana very much has a mind of her own. Yeah, well, there she goes. Could have been a good opportunity to have taken out Nana there, but unable to capitalize on it. And the Arc Fire colliding with the ice there of the neutral B will actually form the perfect wall against the Ice Climbers there. There goes Nana. Looks like Haviz is still able to recover, and the Dash Attack not able to take it there. Yeah, Nana's AI is kind of wacky sometimes. Alright, Sopo not able to do any more damage there. Fermata 86%. Haviz now down the first stock, it seems. Managing to land the Nair there. Sometimes Nana likes to be kind of interesting there. Getting the double Arc Fire into a Nair. That's a whole lot of damage applied at once to Haviz there. Very nice combo by Fermata. And not getting punished after being frozen due to the Arc Fire. Look at Nana there just being so worried. Oh no, my buddy's being drained. Whatever will I do? Anyway, very even percents, but Fermata now is stock ahead. Managing to hit the ice instead of either the Ice Climbers there. Rolling back, smart option. Haviz trying to cover roll in with the down smash there. The back air will take it. Haviz now down to the last stock here with Ice Climbers, with Fermata sitting at 111%. Very strong start for Fermata and VGLS here. Bit of damage put on there. The up smash not enough to take it yet, but the up air will. Yeah, I know, right, Pokercraft? Alright, so there goes Fermata's first stock, it seems. Putting on quite a bit of pressure with that icy breath there. Will Fermata be able to take off their last stock without losing any more here? Is the question. Putting on quite a bit of shield pressure with Arc Thunder there. For sure. A decent bit of damage onto Fermata with that ice there. It seems. Not quite able to grab the Levin Sword though. Unfortunate there. Yeah, Fermata now sitting at 92%. Haviz can definitely bring this back with some serious work there. Gonna edge guard Nana? Doesn't look like. Nana's going to be able to make it back. Quite a bit of shield pressure all around there. And the forward smash, not enough to take it yet. Things are looking a bit scary for Fermata's stock right now. This might be it. Yup, even stocks once again. There goes the lead that Fermata started out with Havs barely taking any damage in that time. Definitely running it back here. Fermata trying to get that pressure going that was had before. Thoron is on deck now for a potential kill option. A lot of pressure on Fermata from these ices at the moment. Managing to use Thoron, but not quite managing to land it there. Unfortunate for Fermata. Very even percents right now still. Putting on some pressure with the spells here. Managing to get a grab on Nana though. Gonna punish Nana? Apparently not. Gonna elect to stand back and keep zoning instead. Not able to hit Nana there once again. Managing to land the dash attack. Nana's pretty far out, but Havs going out to help Nana recover there. And there goes Nana. Now it's Sopo against Fermata here, who does now have the Levin sword. Managing to connect it. Havs is making it back, but is now running Sopo. Solo Popo. Lots of shield pressure. Going for the dash attack instead of the grab, though. Trying to get a jab lock there on Havs' part, it seems. Sitting at 148% is Sopo. Very nice option by Fermata there, covering the ledge. Managing to get... Was that a 2-frame with Arcfire? Never underestimate Sopo. At 173%. Can still be very dangerous. Can still be very dangerous, but the forward air will take it. Starting with a 1-stock advantage for VGLS then.
A good tactician has nothing to fear.
Is the case. Alright, so the first round goes to VGLS then. Alrighty, there we go. Just write that into the score sheet there. Apparently, Google Doc thinks that it's a typo. Apparently so. Twould seem. Is this already the next selected contender for the FCG? Is that who this is? I sure hope so. Anybody who isn't part of the crew battle, please don't join the arena, or else I'll kick them. So hopefully that's who Kronos is the next contender for FCG. I don't see it mentioned anywhere in the chat here. Is the case. Looks like Fermata is currently banning Final Destination and Kalos Pokemon League for the 2 banned stages. And for anybody who doesn't know, when it comes to the stages, the starters are Battlefield, Final Destination, Pokemon Stadium 2, Smashville, Town and City, and then as counter picks added to the pool after the first round is Kalos Pokemon League, Lilac Cruise, and Yoshi's Story. So the 2 of those 8 stages that Fermata's banning is Final Destination and Kalos Pokemon League. It seems. So we'll see who's sent in next. Alright, so it looks like Kronos is part of it then. In that case. So I'll write that in then. So it seems like that will be the next player for the FCG. It's so hard to say FCG instead of FGC, you know? And it looks like Kronos is choosing Smashville for the stage. What character will they be playing? We shall see. Playing a snake, it looks like. A snake. Alright, round 2 of this crew battle. Fermata is down 2 stocks, but VGLS does still have the 1 stock advantage. Will Fermata be able to take off any of Kronos' stocks here before losing their own last stock? Or will Kronos be able to take off that last stock and bring it back to a tied game? That's a whole lot of boxes. Alright, round 2. This will be a very interesting stage to see this matchup on, of Robin versus Snake. Definitely 2 characters that can potentially use the stage to their advantage. Snake with C4 and his explosives, and Robin with the pressure of Arcfire and Thoron and such. Definitely both characters should be able to make good advantage of the stage. A little bit of damage tacked on to each other. Chronos starting out with a bit more pressure though, with the damage that has been applied. Fermata unable to get things really started here. Yeah, Chronos putting on a lot of pressure onto Fermata at the moment, getting the C4 placed onto the ground there. So it is on deck, detonating it. We're seeing some grenade plays here. Managing to get the arc fire into up smash, quite a bit of damage onto Chronos there, 81%. Using the drop down C4 into detonating it immediately, putting on quite a bit of pressure onto Fermata there. Levin Sword no longer on deck right now, and Arcfire trading with the forward tilt from Chronos there. The first hit, countering the Nikita with the Thunder there. Up smash not enough to take it yet. Fermata watching out for these Nikitas here. Chronos trying to take off that first stock using the up tilt as it hits like a truck from Snake. Either person can take off the other's stock here. That grenade blowing them both up there. Chronos very much wanting that up tilt. Fermata managing to get an aerial there. Not managing to punish Chronos' landing, and Chronos getting a perfect parry into up tilt, except missing the up tilt. There is a Levin Sword on deck in Chronos' hands. Not anymore. Smart recovery by Fermata, avoiding that Nikita. And that Nair will not take off Chronos' first stock. Very close, not managing to get the Thoron though. So much shield pressure. Oh my goodness, that brings it back to a tied game then. Very, very close. Excellent DI by Chronos there to avoid losing that first stock. Bringing it back to a tied game once again. Alright, so we'll be moving into the next round here. VGLS will have to choose their second player here. I'm just gonna confirm that it's a 5v5 real quick. Just gonna make doubly sure by double checking. Just in case. So it looks like Chronos is banning Final Destination and Kalos Pokemon League. It would seem. And hello, Chronos. Hello, hello. I imagine that was probably very, very stressful there when it came to that stock situation. If I had to guess. Very close on the stock. A little. Maybe a little there. But yeah, so we'll see who VGLS chooses to send in next year. And I appreciate the follow, FCG Fresh. But yeah, your PR in your state, but your ass in crew battles. Yeah, crew battles are very, very... Oh, look at that Pokeball just on the edge of the cup. My goodness. Thanks for the follow as well, Chronos. I appreciate it. Yeah, our crew battles are a very, very different world. I think I've only participated in a crew battle myself like once or twice, and that's it. I mostly just stick to commentary. I'm more of a commentator than player. And one of your players is the same state. Yeah, our crew battles are a very, very different world, huh? It definitely seems. Also from Colorado, so is Colorado a little bad? I'm in Canada here, and in this area of Canada, we actually have quite a few competitive Smash players, actually, that are very solid. Like, well, compared to other parts of the country, that is. Interestingly enough. But it's a big country, though. But yeah. In my city is more what I meant there. So it looks like next for VGLS, Ryan is going to be sent in that case. It would seem. But yeah, I actually haven't been to a lot of tournaments myself. I've been to 2 local tournaments just to try it out. And I've done just one online tournament, I believe. I think that's the only online tournament that I've done, was one of the VGLS doubles tournaments, I believe. So I think I've only been to like 3 tournaments there. So yeah, once again, Chronos is banning Final Destination and Kalos Pokemon League, so we'll see what stage Ryan chooses here. We shall see. See where we're going. Looks like Ryan is choosing Town and City with Go KK Rider music. Always nice. KK Rider, Town and City will be the next venue. Just gotta have him hop into the arena now. Thoughts? I don't know. I expected nothing less. I've got you now. I'll win this time. The commentator's gonna win this crew battle. Heck yeah. The commentator, who's not even a crew member, is gonna win the crew battle. Heck yeah. I've got you now. Alrighty. Here are the full force of my neutral attack. So we've got Ryan as villager here. Alright, so it's back to a tied game again. Streamers versus crews 1. That would actually be really fun. Especially considering Carvey is a streamer too, so we could get him involved in the streamer team, you know? You want to have a VGLS versus streamer day? I know there could at least be me and Carvia. Maybe find some other streamers too. That would actually be fun. Alright, so Town and City. Go KK Rider. We've got Chronos as Snake representing Forces Combines Gaming, and Ryan as Villager representing VGLS here, going for... And Chronos is already going for the dunk there. Man, that sounds cool. Say that would actually be a pretty cool event. That would actually be a pretty neat there. Looks like Chronos is putting on quite a lot of pressure with that Nikita, managing to take out both balloons but not in time, dodging the bowling ball with a directional air dodge. And not quite managing to get a jab lock or whatever setup would be from that nair there on Ryan's part. And the up air, not enough to take it yet because of the high upper blast zones on this stage for Town and City. Chronos just barely living with good DI and the directional air dodge there, living at 131%. Definitely kill percent for either side here if they land a solid hit. And the up tilt will take off Ryan's first stock, it seems like. C4 is on deck now. On the right side there, and still not taking off Chronos's other stock there. Getting very close though, sitting at 164% now. And the slingshot will take it. Back to tied game. 2 stocks on either side, with Ryan managing to pocket that Nikita there. The thing about the Villager and Snake matchup is there are just so many things for Villager to pocket. There's Nikita, there's up smash, there's grenades. I don't know if Villager can pocket C4. But there are so many options for things that Ryan can just pocket here. So it'll be interesting to see how we can capitalize on that. Chronos almost getting a C4 planted directly on Ryan there, but instead getting it on the platform there, which is still a good place and reaches very far under the platform there, as Chronos just demonstrated. Managing to catch Ryan with that C4, it seems. Yeah, maybe it could be on the way down there. Managing to punish the get-up attack there with a forward tilt. Surprised it's not an up tilt, as it may have been able to take the stock there. Maybe. Ryan's sitting at 112%. Very dangerous situation right now. And that Villager pocket can reach very far. And the bowling ball not quite able to take off an early stock yet. But a very spicy hit. The backer also not able to take off a stock quite yet. It seems high percents for both sides, with Chronos at 104% and Ryan at 134. A lot of pressure on both sides. Ryan going for the bowling ball right as Chronos gets the grab, taking out Chronos' second stock there. Quite a bit of pressure from the tree, doing quite a bit of damage to Chronos there. I'm saying quite a bit. Now Ryan just barely living there with good DI and canceling his momentum with the Lloyd there. It seems sitting at 155%. Things are very dangerous right now. Dash attack won't be enough to take it though. Was that the Nikita that took him out? I didn't even see the explosion from it. Oh, wait. Looking at the stream now, I did. Sorry. All right. Even stocks once again. Chronos at 52% here. Getting quite a bit of pressure from Ryan, but managing to tank out that slingshot due to the super armor on the Cypher there. It seems. Not quite able to get a bowling ball. That could have been it if Chronos didn't dodge right at that last second. Ryan very much wanting one of those bowling balls. Ryan not able to throw the grenade in time there. And a welcome back, Kowtow. After that last crew battle there. Alright, Chronos is at 112%. Trying to get... And with Ryan trying to get something going here. And Chronos wanting to take off an early stock with that forward air there. Now, we do have a pocketed... Oh, never mind. We no longer have a pocketed up smash from Chronos there. Ryan getting the read successfully, but it actually not catching Chronos, interestingly enough. I am genuinely surprised at that, honestly. Slight bit of lag for a second. I'm surprised that up smash went through him. Getting the back throw, not enough to kill yet. Calling out the directional air dodge there a bit. Another back throw. Chronos opting to recover high once again. Another up smash, not working though. Chronos at 151%. Quite a bit of pressure here. Using a nair, not enough to kill it yet. Chronos smartly doing a directional air dodge to avoid his own grenade. This time doing the exact same roll read that he did before, and this time catching Chronos. Peculiar that it didn't the first time there, bringing VGLS back to a one stock advantage. Not 120 stocks, my goodness. Not 120. My oh my, I can't type. I can't do it. Very close game there. Update the score sheet here. And thanks for the follow, Zeox. Dang it! Zeox GD. My goodness, I can't say words. I'm glad you read the stream rules. I'm glad you read the stream rules there. Glad somebody's paying attention around here to the super important rules of Bill Nye the Science Guy. This theme song lyrics. Yeah, 120 stock advantage. Easy peasy. Easy peasy there. And thanks for the follow as well. Crazy. Appreciate it. My oh my. But yeah, so it looks like now Forces Combines Gaming will be sending in their third player then. Is the case. And welcome to the Strim. Welcome to the shenanigans. Fred has introduced you to your server. Awesome. Hope you enjoy your time here. We have a wacky community here. Harmonia went crazy for a second? Nah, I'm always crazy. That's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong, Captain. I'm always crazy. Alrighty. Yeah, today we've got some crew battles going on. Typically, I'll stream variety Nintendo content on the actual stream. Like, we've got a few games going on right now, like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. We recently started a third playthrough of Fire Emblem Three Houses. But sometimes, we'll stream some competitive events like this with some commentary. So, that's what today is. But yeah, good matches there, Chronos. Definitely played pretty solidly. Have an awesome rest of the day. This guy, you did not invite literally all your friends, what? Well, hope you enjoy your time here, Zeox, if I'm saying that correct. I'm probably messing it all up. But yeah, today, rather than an AcousticHarmonia stream, it's more of a crew battle stream with commentary by AcousticHarmonia. So it's not really like one of my own streams, it's more like I'm helping out by streaming and supplying some commentary and stuff. Who paid 2.5k Pokeballs to get timed out for 10 minutes? Bruh, a few people have. A few people have redeemed points in my point system just to time themselves out for 10 minutes. Sky redeemed, time yourself out for 10 minutes. Alright, see you in 10 minutes, Sky. Hey, I'm pronouncing it right, sweet. But yeah, see you in 10 minutes, Sky. Enjoy not being able to talk and chat for the next 10 minutes. My random question, you say in your profile that you're a musician. What kind of stuff do you do? Performance, composition? I'm more like an aspiring musician. I kind of suck. I have both a piano and a guitar. If I switch to my regular Smash layout, I can actually show them here. This is both my office and my kind of music. Actually, if I switch to just my camera instead. Hold on a hot second here. Is it this one? Oh, well, I guess that's a bigger layout. Oh, look, there's my other camera. You can see there I have a guitar and a keyboard. I kind of suck. I kind of suck at playing music, honestly, but I try my best, essentially. But yeah, so I started learning the guitar just because there was a guitar around this house that nobody could play. That guitar is older than I am. My mom got it a long time ago because she wanted to learn how to play it and then never got around to it. So eventually I sort of started learning how to play it. So that's, yeah, it's my guitar now. And then a few years ago, I got an electric keyboard just so that I could, you know, have more freedom in what I play. I kind of suck at what I play, and especially with things like university and streaming, I don't have a lot of time to practice, especially because my university, whenever I ask, can I go into music classes, they're always like, no, you're not in a Bachelor of Music program, you're in a Bachelor of Science, and I'm like, oh man. So I haven't taken any actual music classes for a long time, so I haven't actually gotten the chance to play either of those instruments and learn stuff for a while. Yeah, they restricted to all the Bachelor of Music students, so I can't go into it. So yeah, I have a guitar and electric keyboard. I've been thinking about replacing the electric keyboard because it's starting to get old and like glitching out and stuff like that. So like I play them, but I'm very bad. Yeah, I've tried to go into intro music classes. Like maybe I'll try looking into it for this next semester. Like maybe if there's some extra space to let me in, because I would actually like to learn how to play that from a professional instead of just looking at like Synthesia for my keyboard and just copying as best I can. Like I don't even know how to read sheet music on my piano. I know how to read sheet music on my guitar. I don't know how to read sheet music on piano. But yeah, the classic Synthesia, that's how I do it. I've been taking a look at the keyboard's battery. It takes AA's. I have rechargeable batteries that I replace. It doesn't have a like regular internal, but I guess it will have some internal battery at least. But for the actual main power source of it, it has like 6 AA batteries, and I use rechargeable batteries because it doesn't last very long, those rechargeable batteries. They kind of choose through them. Well, not too bad, but they last a little while. Anyway, let's switch back to this layout here. But yeah, I use rechargeable batteries for that. And thanks for the follow as well, Risen Faith. I saw you around the chat there. Oh, is Risen Faith going to be the next player as well then? So it looks like Ryan is banning Lila and Battlefield. Oh no, it looks like someone else's? Maybe it's Risen Faith, maybe it's someone else. Yeah, let's switch back. I'll just switch back to this layout here. Nintendo Switch. I'm glad you like the stream here. Yeah, we try to have a chill environment and such. Glad you like it. Also, speaking of the stream, I'm surprised that we haven't dropped any frames yet. I recently increased the stream quality and the stream hasn't died yet. Alright, so it looks like Fresh here is going to be the next contender for Forces Combines Gaming in that case. So Fresh. I mean, it's quite fitting for a Pac-Man player considering he always has the freshest fruit. If I wasn't commentating, I'd see myself out now. Alright, so it looks like we're going to Tortimer Island, final destination for him. Ryan is down 2 stocks, so we'll see if Ryan is able to take any more stocks before losing his last one. Getting a Switch, what name should you get? You mean AC and Super Smash Bros. For sure. What games should you get? I'll talk about that after this match, because there's plenty of time to talk between matches, but for now, I'll commentate. I'll talk after this match. But yeah, Ryan already trying to apply a decent bit of pressure with these aerials there, getting a few slingshots in there. Yeah, they can trade fruits here. Exactly. They both have fruits to share. One in-game and one just in-game of origin. Alright, but pretty even percent so far. Yeah, this is a very interesting matchup, honestly, is Pac-Man versus Villager. Villager has now pocketed the hydrant, trying to use it to ledge guard. Unable to do it. Mr. Fresh just barely dodging the bowling ball there. Smart recovery, I gotta say. Ryan doing the spot dodge, but still getting grabbed because of how long Pac-Man's grab lasts, though. Getting a lot of pressure off these Lloyds and other projectiles like the slingshot, though. And Mr. Fresh not able to get the key there. Ryan with the punish. A very hard call out of the Waka Waka there. You've Waka Waka'd your last Waka, Ryan said, it seems. Taking off Mr. Fresh's first stock. Sound like a host of an esports tournament? I actually did commentate an esports tournament once for like 2 hours. It was fun. I commentators cursed a Jigglypuff into a shield break. It was saddening. Anyway, I don't know if I'll ever be able to commentate one again, but glad you like it. But yeah, Ryan's sitting at 102% now, 111%. Definitely a kill percent for Pac-Man now, but now Ryan has some fruit in his hand. No longer has some fruit. Unfortunito. Rapid parry there, the apple, not enough to take it yet, it seems. And Ryan now with the apple. Lots of fruit trading going around. I feel like we're watching a game of Animal Crossing New Horizons right now, not Smash Ultimate. Like, instead of fighting, they're just trading fruit. Making business transactions. Okay, there goes Rhinstock. And welcome back, Lyrical. Well, I hope you enjoyed round 4 of Animal Crossing New Horizons. The Animal Crossing New Horizons crew battle. I'll have you know. Alright, let's see here. Orion is managing to take off a stock there first. You have the best voice for such a thing? Thanks, I'm glad you like it. Wait, why did I bold Ryan? Whoops. Wrong bold. Wrong one. Well, I'll fix it in a sec. Sorry. Let's undo that. Wait, I said undo it. Do I actually have to retype it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it's fixed. Alright, so now VGLS will be sending in their third player, and now they have a one stock advantage there. And looks like Fresh is gonna be banning Battlefield and Lilac Cruise. Anyway, so let's scroll up here in chat. Let's see here. If it lets me scroll up. Stupid glitchy chat. Alright, getting a Switch. What games should you get? You mean Animal Crossing and Super Smash Bros. For sure. Whenever I see AC, I always think people are talking about Assassin's Creed, because that's always what I like think of when there is Super Smash Bros. But yeah, what kind of games do you like? Do you like really story-heavy games? Because my favorite story right now on the Switch is probably Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but at the end of May, Xenoblade Chronicles 1, yeah, air conditioning. At the end of May, May 29th, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Definitive Edition is coming out. And that was a game that was originally on the Wii, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. Its story is on another level, like it challenges the conventions of storytelling in general. So I was about to recommend Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for something that exists on the Switch right now, but Xenoblade 2 is better enjoyed if you play Xenoblade 1 first, and Xenoblade 1 is coming out on the Switch at the end of May. So, like, maybe don't look into Xenoblade 2 yet, but if... And that's also the game that Shulk is from here. Boy, if I... Yeah, him. He's the protagonist of Xenoblade Chronicles. So that comes out on the Switch at the end of May there. That is like one of the biggest games I can recommend to anybody, is the first Xenoblade Chronicles. So I very much look forward to the remastered version coming out at the end of May. Like, once that comes out, you're not gonna see me, like, forever. You have Xenoblade on 3DS, you had to replace your new 3DS because it was broken. Alright, so you have played the game before, though. Don't know if you've beaten it before. But if you're getting a Switch, if you have played Xenoblade 1 before, then, oh, you're only just at the start. Then maybe the Switch is the chance to try it out then. Because I was about to say, if you have already played Xenoblade 1 there, then just look into Xenoblade 2, because it's really, really good. And probably my favorite soundtrack in any game. As for other RPGs, Octopath Traveler is one of my favorite games on the Switch right now. It's styled like a traditional, kind of classic, late 80s, early 90s kind of RPG, like it has that art style. They call it HD 2D. Basically, the world is in 3D, but it's 16-bit, if that makes sense. And things like water and fire look realistic. It's a very cool and just really interesting looking art style. You basically just have to look it up, what it looks like yourself to see it. It's hard to describe. The music of it is absolutely fantastic. The battle system is incredibly satisfying. It is the only game I've ever played that has random encounter battles that are fun. It doesn't really speak to you? That's too bad then. For one of my favorite strategy games on the Switch right now, there's Fire Emblem Three Houses that I just recently started my third playthrough of. That's really fun. If I looked at my shelf there, actually, let's open my game case. Let's open my game case of games and see what I recommend here. Oh, 1-2 Switch, best game ever, clearly. Let's see here. Okay, this is gonna sound dumb, but Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle is actually an incredible game. Harry Potter on crack for Fire Emblem Three Houses. Yeah, it can be. But yeah, on the first release year of the Switch, released a game called Mario plus Rabbids. So Ubisoft asked Nintendo, hey, can we have a crossover between Rabbids and Mario? And Nintendo was like, you can do that if you do something that Mario's never done before. So they made a freaking turn-based tactical shooter like XCOM. It's so weird, and its strategy gameplay is actually so good. And its music is done by Grant Kirkhope, the same person who did the music for Banjo and Kazooie. And by listening to the music of that game, you can tell that it's, you know, Grant Kirkhope music. Like, it very much gives the impression of Banjo Kazooie. And despite it being a Mario & Rabbids game, the later levels actually do get decently hard there. I guess they're doing a button test right now. But yeah, as silly of a game as it sounds, I actually do very much recommend Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It's such a fun game. You have Rabbids Go Home for the Wii. I actually really liked it. Yeah, I played a few Rabbids games before. It's so weird to see Mario plus Rabbids in a turn-based tactical shooter, though. Like, it's so weird. Anyway, we're going into the next round here. I'll keep talking about games afterwards. Mr. Fresh already managing to get some Pac-Man things going here, it seems. So we have Mr. Chimes here as Rob, representing VGLS with the one-stock advantage, and Mr. Fresh as Pac-Man, representing Forces Combined Gaming. But yeah. Keep using they slash them or he for him for you if possible. It's fine if you can't, but just asking. Sure, can do. Absolutely. Alright, Bell is on deck, managing to get Mr. Chimes there. It seems. Not managing to get the key, though. Mr. Chimes now retaliating with a bit of pressure as well, though. Versus Combined Gaming? That's on you, then, Sate. Because I just copied what you wrote in the announcements of the VGLS server. So I blame you again. Because I just copied what you wrote. Like, let me double check here in the announcements. Let me double check here. Let's make sure that I'm not accidentally lying here. Yeah, there it is. That's on you, Sate. Oh my. Anyway, pretty high percents on both sides. That makes more sense. Forces Combined Gaming. Yeah, there goes Mr. Chimes' first stock. Sate getting crew names wrong again. Alrighty. My oh my. I think that's the second time this has happened, right? Where I misspelled a crew name because it was what Sate wrote. I think that's twice now. And now I realize that you were talking to Zeox there, Sky. Not me. Whoops. Anyway, yeah, there goes Mr. Fresh's first stock. Sorry, I haven't been super actively commentating this match. Too many things are happening. Sorry about that. But yeah, so 82% on Mr. Chimes here. Looking a bit dangerous. Very desperate to take out Mr. Fresh's other stock here. Very interesting trampoline play, I gotta say there. Interesting trampoline plays were made. Melon is on deck. The melon! Hitting Mr. Chimes with the melon there. Not quite managing to get him with the other melon. I guess there's two melons? Orange melon and the watermelon thing? I don't know. What is the orange one? Is that an orange? It's probably just an orange. I'm losing my mind. Oh my goodness, the rapid parry into F smash, able to take off Mr. Chimes' stock. That was a very nice rapid parry. Yeah, probably just an orange then. It seems down to tied stocks with 64% on Mr. Fresh here. Gyro is on deck now. Yeah, probably just an orange. That makes more sense. Getting the Rob side B there, it seems. Not quite managing to get the down air, though. Or the up smash. Mr. Fresh trying to get some fresh produce here, which can be rare nowadays with this pandemic. It seems. Just barely managing to get the edge of the back air there from Mr. Chimes. Getting the fully charged neutral special into an up air to take off Mr. Fresh's other stock, keeping VGLS at a one stock advantage still. It seems. Yeah, maintaining a slight lead there. Boopity bop. So that's 2-2, I believe, in that round. Yeah, definitely sponsored by Age Shadow Legends. Again, for anybody who didn't see the last stream, that's going to be so out of context. My, oh my. My, oh my. Anyway. Yeah, so there's that game that I recommend. When it comes to our game recommendations there. Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle is actually such an in-depth tactical game. Like, Ubisoft was like, okay, this is gonna be our one chance to make a Mario game. Let's not mess it up. And they did not mess it up. And you can tell by playing it that it is not a Nintendo game at all with some of the jokes that they make. Like, there's jokes about Bowser Jr. having daddy issues, for example. Like, it doesn't feel like a Nintendo Mario game. It's fantastic. I love it. Anyway, let's look through my game case here. Let's see what else I can recommend to you while getting a Switch. If you've never played Rayman Legends before, that's a very fun platformer, especially as a multiplayer platformer. It's a very, very nice multiplayer platformer there. I mean, there's the big ones of Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, which are fun. I'm not as big a fan of them as most people are, though. There's Xenoblade 2, I already recommended that. Yada yada. There's Octopath Traveler, I recommended that. Let's check game case number 2. The new Pokemon games are actually pretty fun. I quite enjoyed them. Oh, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. How could I not recommend that? That game is so much fun. I've been dumping so many hours into this game lately. I'm such a big Mystery Dungeon fan. Like, anybody who's been by my YouTube channel knows this. And I have been dumping so many hours into this game lately. It's such an awesome remaster of the original. Soundtrack is incredible. Its story is cute. It's just the same as the original game's story. It's not anything too crazy, but it's still a pretty good story. And it's just overall a super enjoyable experience. Not that much into Pokemon. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is so good, though. Oh, there's Ring Fit Adventure. Best exercise game ever made. Yes, I own that because I'm a streamer and it's funny. Luigi's Mansion 3 is pretty fun, I gotta say. Yeah, there's some game recommendations then. There be some. Anyway, let's check the crew battle chat here. Breath of the Wild? I honestly kind of hate Breath of the Wild. Oh, thank goodness Sate said that. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with Breath of the Wild, honestly. Because the thing is, I hate how overrated it is because everyone's just like 10 out of 10, it's perfect. I have a love-hate relationship with that game. The love part, I do love the gameplay, honestly. I love most of the gameplay. Some of the bosses are a bit eh. But for the most part, the gameplay is actually really good. Like, it is one of 2 games that I've played where when I was really into it, it felt like the world was calling out to me for more adventure when I wasn't playing it. The other game that did that was Xenoblade Chronicles X. The gameplay is just so much fun with you being able to make your own adventure and such and such. The combat is so satisfying, controls are really smooth, you're able to do so much with the mechanics. In terms of gameplay, it's the most fun Zelda game I've ever played. In terms of the story, I don't even know what to say. It feels so wonky and just, I don't know. What routes have you done? 3 routes have you done? Gold Deer doing Blue Lions and the DLC. I've done the DLC, I've done Blue Lions, I've done Black Eagles, the church route. I just started Golden Deer last week, and then after that we'll be doing Crimson Flower, so the Black Eagles Empire route is the case. Yeah, the story basically just doesn't exist. And the thing about Breath of the Wild is it's an open world game. And the thing about stories is they are linear. That's how a story works. First event A happens, then event B happens, so on. They go linearly like that. So when you create a game that's open world like that, where you can do things in any order, the story naturally falls apart. So it's like, story, maybe I can forgive them for. It's a bit convoluted in places, but I can maybe forgive them for it because it's open world and the story naturally falls apart. But the music. Oh boy, that's unforgivable. I watched the trailer for that game and listened to the music and thought that it was like one of the best soundtracks I'd ever heard. I love the trailer theme for Breath of the Wild so much. And then you play the actual game and it sounds like somebody's playing the piano for the first time and is playing like one note every 2 seconds. And people always talk about, like, what good music Breath of the Wild has, and they keep calling it main theme when it doesn't exist anywhere in the game. It was the trailer theme and that's it. Like, you can't call it the main theme of a game when it doesn't exist in game and it was just used to advertise it through the trailer. That is not a main theme. That's a trailer theme. At least here they call it a trailer theme for that other one. Like, that music was so good. It's like they put the entire musical budget of the game into the trailers. Like, there are some good soundtracks in Breath of the Wild. There are some good ones. Like the Rito Village theme, that's really good. Sidon's theme, oh boy, that's a jammer. I could listen to that all the time. Cass's theme is pretty good too. There's definitely some very good music in Breath of the Wild. It's just that like 95% is like, there's nothing there. To be fair, it'd be annoying to hear the same overworld music nonstop in a 100+ hour game, but other than that, there's no excuse. I feel like, well, for Breath of the Wild, they went for atmospheric music that wouldn't get tiring. But in my opinion, if you're gonna go for atmospheric music, there are examples of games that have nailed atmospheric music without it being like 3 notes every like 10 seconds. Like, I think the perfect example of this is Octopath Traveler. Like, let's look up the Riverlands, for example. Octopath Traveler, Riverlands. Let's showcase my point here. My game. Let's showcase my game here. So let's mute this music for a second. This is how you do atmospheric music well. If I turn it up a little bit. Now, this is how you make relaxing atmospheric music without it just being like a few notes every once in a while like Breath of the Wild was. Like, I could listen to this going through an area in Breath of the Wild that gives this kind of feel, like a forest or an area with rivers, stuff like this, all the time, and I wouldn't get tired of this, you know? Like, there are ways to do atmospheric music like this without just completely detracting everything. I know a little bit of the Hollow Knight music. I know more of the battle themes rather than the atmospheric themes, so I can't really picture where they take place since I haven't played Hollow Knight before, I'm sorry to say. Maybe one day. But anyway, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Breath of the Wild there. So honestly, like when it comes to Breath of the Wild, if you are interested in a game for good gameplay, yes, it is worth recommending, and I don't regret playing it. I do genuinely enjoy my time with it, but like, it was just such a letdown in every field other than gameplay was the thing. So like, yes, Breath of the Wild is a worthwhile recommendation as long as you're willing to like not expect too much from the story and music and just go in like for the gameplay. Speaking of, I actually did a playthrough of Breath of the Wild that lasted 3.5 hours for charity last year, where I learned how to speedrun it in 3 days and after not touching the game for over a year, and then I speedran it at the end of a 24-hour charity stream, so I was awake for like 23 hours at that point. So I was half asleep after not having played Breath of the Wild for like a year and then having 3 days of practice speedrunning it. It was one of the wackiest things ever. So if anybody ever wants to see a very, very strange playthrough, look at my Breath of the Wild playthrough. It's literally just non-stop me trying speedrunning strats over and over again. It's kind of wacky. It was such a strange time. Alright, it looks like Me is the name of the next person going in for Forces Combined here. It seems. Maybe they'll have a different name in-game here. Maybe. We shall see. We shall see. Also, let's see if I can find the actual playlist that I was just talking about. Let's just see here. See if I can find the part in question. So, to anybody who hasn't seen Breath of the Wild speedruns before, they are definitely very wacky. It also took me so long to get these, like, tricks to actually work. But hold on. Let's just see here. So after 3 days of practice, after not touching the game for over a year, after never speedrunning any game in my life, and then 3 days of practice, and then doing it while half asleep after being awake for like 23 hours. This is the stuff that I was trying to pull off here, which is insanely hard. I gotta say, I practice tricks like these non-stop. I don't know how actual speedrunners manage to get stuff like this consistently. It's so insane, but Breath of the Wild is also such a satisfying game to speedrun just because of how many game-breaking things there are like that are discovered. You know, it's such a wacky time. I gotta say. Alright, maybe I'll even put in the numbers. Maybe. But yeah, speedrun Portal 2 at 2 hours and 59 minutes. I've never actually played Portal 2, and I don't know if that's like a super fast time or not. But I imagine it probably is. So nice. Is what I'll say. Alrighty, into the next round we go. So it looks like we've got Sheik versus Rob. This'll be an interesting matchup. We've got the Robotic Upgrading Buddy versus Worst Joker. Isn't that something? Alright, so we've got Mr. Chimes as Rob representing VGLS and on the last stock here. And me, 1251, as Sheik representing Forces Combined Gaming. Yeah, Forces Combined Gaming, not Forces Combines Gaming. Good to know. Good to know there. Now I know. Alrighty, so will Mr. Chimes be able to take off any of me's stocks? That's strange to say. Or will Mr. Chimes lose this last stock without being able to do any more damage for the VGLS? Me already putting on a decent bit of pressure with the Sheik combos though. And the grenade now. A decent bit of pressure there. Mr. Chimes unable to get a hit yet and buffering directional air dodge. Unfortunate way for that to end. Well, You hate to see it. Back to tied game it is. You hate to see it. Sometimes it be like that. Now it seems like there's a bit of discussion in the chat there about what just happened. About it being a lag test. Yeah, it very much seems like that input was just buffered. Tried to buffer roll and got a directional air dodge instead and wound up losing his stock. Unfortunate end for Mr. Chimes' run here. So now VGLS will have to send in their fourth player, bringing it back to a tied game here. A tied crew battle once again. Sometimes it be like that. I'll spectate, just you wait. Just you watch, I'm gonna be here spectating. Don't you worry. I'll be spectating. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who VGLS sends in next against Forces Combined Gaming's Sheik. It's good to know that it's Forces Combined Gaming and not Forces Combines Gaming. That makes way more sense, I gotta say. What? What's happening, Sky? I no comprendo. Also, my GameCube controller here is so run down as I'm looking at it. Maybe at some point I may just have to replace it, sadly, but I've been using it for so long. Hollow Knight speedrun. Yeah, you've definitely put a whole lot of time into Hollow Knight there, huh? So it looks like next is gonna be Palpablade then. It seems is the case. Palpablade as the second last fighter for VGLS then. Would seem. So it looks like me is banning Smashville and Lilac Cruise, and Palpablade is choosing Kalos Pokemon League. Will be the next venue here. Thoughts? Whoa! Game's average is like 40 hours. And then this, so somebody's done it in 33 minutes and the game's average is 40 hours. Yeah, that's why I don't really want to start playing it on stream, because I don't want to be, you know, stuck with that for the next month. More than that. Edges don't scare me. Oh, I think differently. Wait, is there anything for that? How disappointing, I'll say. Edges don't scare me, how disappointing. Oh, it's that Palpablade guy. Grr. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, so we've got Palpablade as Pac-Man. The man of Pac. He's gonna waka his way into this match and try to get some more pressure for VGLS centered. What the heck am I saying? Alright, so we're on to Kalos Pokemon League now with Palpablade representing VGLS and me as Sheik representing Forces Combined Gaming here. Now it is back to an even game here, so it'll be interesting to see how this match goes here to really potentially sway this crew battle for either side. This next match will be very important for that. We do have a Galaga on deck now. Will Palpablade be able to get some things going with it? Managing to re-grab it several times there. Yeah, getting a bit of damage with it there. Not managing to get the re-grab that time though. Smart option of rolling on, but me being able to punish it a little bit with a couple hits there. We do have a key on deck, but Palpablade using it immediately instead of saving it there. Quite a bit of shield pressure with that grenade, with me being able to capitalize on it with a grab. Not able to combo off it though. I heard that there was a new Sheik combo discovered recently. I wonder if that was it. Heard the Galaga startup sound. Yeah, me definitely being able to get quite a bit of damage with that up air forward tilt loops. Carvia was telling me that there was a new Sheik combo discovered recently, and probably just kind of Tokyo drifting right into that grenade, showing that he has 2 watches, one for time here, one for Tokyo time, so he knows when to drift. With me sitting at 83%. We'll see if Palpable is able to get anything going here. Managing to get a raw hydrant. It seems. Getting the bell, not going for a smash attack though, getting a back air. It seems. Not quite managing to get a regrab off of the bell there. Sending all sorts of fruit to try to help out Mii's nutritional value, especially during these hard times with the coronavirus and such. It seems. Mii's sitting at 128%. Palpable rolling into the jab. Probably a mistake or misinput there. Most likely. Trying to get things going here. A bit of shield pressure onto me then. And Carvia actually has entered the chat. It seems. Carvia, tell me, was that the new Sheik combo that was discovered? Is it forward tilt, falling up air, forward tilt, falling up air? Is that the loop that you were talking about? Was that it? And Pummel Blade managing to get the key to knock me out of the... Is it an arena? I guess the league here. The Pokemon League there. Not quite managing to regrab the Gallica. Even stocks once again, but Pummel Blade sitting at 81% here. That's been around. Okay, what's the new one that you were talking about then, Carvia? What's the new combo? You said that it had to do with platforms, I think. What was the new combo that was discovered for Sheik recently? What's the new one? I don't know a lot of Sheik combos there. Needles to Bouncing Fish is a combo, though. But Sheik can definitely struggle to kill, though. Putting quite a bit of pressure onto Pummel Blade's shield, trying to roll away from the grenade, but not quite managing to do it there. There goes Pummel Blade's other stock, it seems. Yeah, Needles do kind of combo into everything, though. They do kind of. We do have a bell on deck in the hands of Mii this time, though. It seems. It'll be interesting to see if Mii can get something going with it. It seems not. Pummel Blade getting some more fruit on deck here. It seems not quite able to get the raw F smash there. A lot of forward airs coming out from Mii there, it seems. A whole lot of pressure onto Pummel Blade, who is unable to get back onto this stage right now. Very much struggling here. Unable to get back onto the stage, continuing to get grabbed over and over here. And the up air, not enough to take it yet. Pummel Blade still hasn't set foot on the stage for a while, and that grenade will do it now. F tilt into drag down up air onto platform, then fall through platform to do another drag down up air into up smash. That sounds spicy. So that's the thing that you were trying to get on me the other day during friendlies, Carvia. That was it. Yeah, definitely a bit of a hefty lead now for Forces Combined Gaming. It's still possible for VGLS to run this back, but it will be a bit difficult. Definitely quite a bit of an uphill battle. The next VGLS contender will have to take off 5 stocks if they want to run it back here. Alrighty. But yeah, so that is what you were trying to get on me. I saw that you were trying it on platforms there. I wasn't sure what the combo you were going for was. That was something just recently discovered then? Sounds spicy. Smash, the game where new things are discovered all the time. My oh my. Alrighty then. Is up 5-3, please fix. Did I do the wrong ones? Oh, I did the wrong sides. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to do there. I knew it was 5-3, I just put them in the wrong places. I got the 2 sides mixed up. It seems. Strange way to ask, though. But yeah, so Sate is currently asking for LazyZach to see if he's around. That's something I did not think that I would read today. But yeah, so LazyZach might not be around. Maybe not. Maybe not. So if LazyZach isn't around, they're gonna have to choose somebody else for the final VGLS player here. We shall see. I know LazyZach definitely gets busy with many local events when it comes to Smash, from what I hear. Is certainly the case. Yeah, waiting on response at the moment, but it looks like he may not be around here. It seems. So they may have to settle on somebody else unless they get a response here. It looks like LazyZach is online, placed on mobile. But we'll see if he's actually available, though. We shall certainly see. Well, how's everybody's weekend going? Another good old quarantine weekend. Staying inside, staying safe. Anybody doing anything fun apart from like a crew battle? Going pretty well. It's good to hear from Mata. Good to hear that it's going swell so far. Yeah, I was originally thinking about going out of town for this weekend, but then wound up not doing so. Yeah, quarantine is weird. This is a very strange time that we live in now, isn't it? Very strange year this is, I gotta say. One of the strangest I've experienced. Yeah, the online classes are definitely pretty jarring. At least at my university, the only grades that'll be given out are pass, fail, or withdraw, instead of a letter grade, so any students that do poorly in a class, as long as they pass, it's fine. So, it's same there. That's pretty nice there. I am a little bit worried about one of my classes that I've been really struggling in, but as long as I can pass it, I'll be a-okay. It's a database class. It's a computing science databases class, and it's terrible. I hate it so much. If for some reason I do fail the class, I don't think I'll be retaking it because it is so insane. Especially because so much of the mark is group projects, and I try to find groups and I never can, and it sucks. So you know, there's that one of the reasons that I've been struggling a whole lot. Like I'm really behind on the subject matter. I wound up barely being able to do the last assignment, which was like 11% of my mark. I barely got any of it done because there was nobody else in my group and I couldn't figure it out on my own. So I'll probably get like 5% on that if I'm lucky. Of the 11%, not of like 5 out of 11, like 5% of the total 11%. So like 1%-ish of that I probably got if I had to guess. You know? We were supposed to book a demo to demo our assignment, and all I got was like, it can start up, it can't do any of the functionality that professors wanted, so I didn't even book a demo, because I'd be too embarrassed to go in front of a professor or a TA, and have them be like, oh, well, why didn't you do the rest? And it's like, well, I'm too stupid to understand. I'm too stupid to understand the material, you know? So there's that situation, so I didn't book a demo. Hopefully that means that I don't get 0 marks. Guess we'll see. That assignment was like the biggest source of my stress for like 2 weeks. Like I was bashing my head against that for so long without being able to figure it out and not being able to reach out to somebody else in the class about it. Like my first group that I went up with, yeah, computer science can be insane. It definitely can be. My first group that I went up with, after that I got ghosted by them. And then the second group was somebody who was almost done and clearly way smarter than I was. I was barely able to help him with the project, and I felt really bad, so I didn't want to ask him again for coming up with the assignment. Or grouping up for the assignment, sorry, because I felt like I was just holding him back, and I'd already leached off him enough by that one assignment. So yeah, here I thought that this semester, or this class would be pretty chill because of group projects. No, it turned out it was way worse because it was group projects. So, you know, this semester, it's kind of sucked. Well, that class of this semester has kind of sucked. I've actually taken some pretty fun classes this semester. I took a class on the use of history in video games, and I wound up doing a playthrough of Assassin's Creed 2 on this channel because of that, because we had to we had to do... Oh, look, this is like LazyZach is here. Because we had to do an essay on a game for its use of history, and the professor was recommending play a game that you at least know of but have never played before. And I'd heard really good things about Assassin's Creed 2, but I'd never actually played through it before. So a couple months ago, I played through Assassin's Creed 2 for the first time in my life. I actually really enjoyed it, and I wrote an essay on it. That's so cool. I've thought about whether to share my essay that I wrote on it, like around Discord and stuff like that, if other people want to read it. It's not a traditional essay. It's not like a typical kind of paragraph format. Instead, the professor gives us prompts that we respond to, where it's like, so many words of, you need roughly this many words of how the game abstracts history and such. And like so many words about how the game uses the MDA framework to form its yada yada. So that's a kind of weird essay that I wrote. My only complaint about the essay is we needed to include other sources to support our arguments. Like, we needed to include so many sources, and there was a couple that I was able to really support my arguments with, but like just a couple. So I really had to scrape the absolute bottom of the barrel just to get a couple sources in. So like, there are parts of it where I make reference to a source and it's like, that's sort of connected, I guess. But you know, it's kind of like that. Wikipedia is illegal in your school? See, I had to find academic sources and such. Maybe I'm getting confused with my other essay. I don't remember how many sources I needed to do for my Assassin's Creed 2 essay. I might be thinking about my other history essay. But anyway, that was like one of the most fun classes I'd ever been, and the professor wouldn't stop ranting to the class about Mass Effect. It was incredible and hilarious. Anyway, so it looks like we've got LazyZach as Sonic, as Sonic, representing VGLS here as the final player for VGLS. Now, Forces Combined Gaming has me as Sheik here. Not me as in me, but me as in this player here. With a 2-stock advantage, LazyZach already applying quite a bit of pressure here. So, Forces Combined Gaming will have one more fighter if me does go down here, is the case. LazyZach already putting on quite a bit of pressure, with me struggling to get something started here. Trying to get some aerials in there to try to stop Zach's spin dashes, but unable to do so. Zach doing a good job of putting on a lot of pressure already bringing me to 84%, it seems. Looks like me finally got the first hit in with some needles there, not a whole lot of damage, getting the spin dash to up air for LazyZach there. Already in a position where he can potentially take off the first stock depending on what he manages to get, if he manages to get a quick forward smash or like a back air or something near the stage ledge, depending on what can happen here. And we shall see. Yeah, me definitely struggling to actually get hits in on LazyZach here. Managing to get a raw F smash though, putting a decent bit of damage onto LazyZach there. And getting a grab off the pressure of the grenade, forcing LazyZach to shield. LazyZach choosing a different getup option this time into the homing attack. And a spring catching me there twice, 3 times, 4 times. Not able to get the F smash though. A strong aerial should definitely take off Me's stock at this percent though. But will LazyZach be able to do it? There's the back air taking off Me's first stock of this round. LazyZach sitting at 70%. Definitely trying very hard to hold on to that stock. Hoping to go into the next round with 3 stocks here for LazyZach. Yeah, me trying to find an opening here. Struggling against the pressure that LazyZach is putting out there. But now finding that the needles can stop the spin dash in its tracks there. Something that LazyZach is going to have to watch out for when it comes to his approach, is those needles. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but they do interrupt the flow there. Yeah, me trying to get some of those needles charged up again. Most likely for that purpose. To help put a stop to LazyZach's pressure. Getting a nair there, trying to get into bouncing fish, but unable to do so. And LazyZach unable to punish that vanish there, it seems. LazyZach at 85%. Sheik can definitely struggle to kill. So definitely a concern here for me, who now has quite a bit more damage tacked on after that pressure from LazyZach. Yeah, nice shield mix up there from LazyZach, getting me to drop the shield into the homing attack to tack on some more damage. Not able to get the spin dash to back air though. Unable to do so. And unable to get the spin dash to forward air that time. Getting a solid back air. Another one of those could potentially take it depending on where it happens. Getting another back air, but getting the weak hit, getting the sour spot of it rather than the sweet spot. Unfortunate for LazyZach there. Yeah, me definitely going to try to take off at least 1 stock here, if possible. Looking for an opening, but a bit difficult to do so. Getting the down smash, but it's not enough quite yet. There's grenade pressure, not able to take off. There goes LazyZach's first stock. Bringing LazyZach down to the second stock here, going for raw up smash, but unable to do so. Meaning LazyZach will be going into the next round with at least 2 stocks then, unless me manages to do some more damage here. And the back air will take it. Meaning VGLS will be going into this final round with a 1 stock disadvantage. It would seem. What? So it looks like me took off 5 stocks there with Sheik in this crew battle. Spicy, spicy. Alright, so now Forces Combined Gaming will have to choose their final player to send in against LazyZach Sonic. It would seem here. Gonna make for a very spicy final round then. Thoughts? You got me. I don't know. You got me, man. I can't believe it. I don't know. I'll try harder next time. But yeah, this is definitely anybody's crew battle here. 1 stock advantage for Forces Combined Gaming, though. Yeah, don't forget, edges scare me, according to this thing or something. Thoughts? Is that one of the ones here? Apparently, I'm afraid of edges. I'll end it here. I don't know. I'll end it. Just you wait. Dunktastic. That's also one, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's one of the thoughts, right? Dunktastic. Isn't that incredible? We're trying to figure out who to send in next here. If they can't figure out someone to send in, don't worry, I'll cover. Don't worry, I'll cover. Don't you worry. Easy peasy. I'll just go in as well. It just don't scare you, but you think it's clearly a lie. How will you know? Good night. Well, whoops. I'm over here now, apparently. My oh my. Apparently, they're currently deciding between 2 players. Currently deciding between 2 players to send in there. It's either one of their crew or Harmonia. No, I'm joking. Just a joke there. Let's, whoops, wrong one. Let's smash again. Let's do it for one more round to wrap up this thing. To wrap up this CB. Man, City Trials, such good music, isn't it? I gotta say. Alright, is there? We've made our decision. Apparently. Get her harmonica. Those matches, though. No. Apparently, their final player is Greg. It would seem. It's kind of like iCarly, but the joke knockoff version. Thanks for the 10 bits, Josh.
Hello, Harmonia. How's you and your beautiful hair going?
I'm going alright. Hey, look, your 10 bits just bounced out of the jar. Feels bad. Out they go. No 10 bits in the jar for you, I guess. But thanks for the 10 bits there, Josh. I appreciate it. I'm going alrighty. We're about to start the final round of this crew battle here. It's been very close. Looking forward to how this ends. Might chill in just a little bit of Smash Bros afterwards. I'm not sure. Should also find some food afterwards. I haven't eaten a whole lot today. We shall see. We shall see here. But yeah, so they're talking about stages right now. Wait, did LazyZach ban stages here? I don't know if oh, there we go. Battlefield and Yoshi's Story are the two stages that LazyZach has banned, it seems. Battlefield and Yoshi's Story. Okay, looks like Sate used Carvia XD in the chat there. In the crew battle chat. The emote that Carvia drew. So now Sate knows the origin behind the Carvia XD emote now. Doing alright watching anime. Sounds fun. Hope you're enjoying that there. You've stopped by just in time for a final round here to conclude this crew battle. Be interesting to see. This can be anyone's game. Once again, LazyZach is banning Battlefield and Yoshi's Story for the stages. So with those two excluded, what will I, Greg, choose then for the stage? What shall it be? Looks like we're going to Smashville for the final round of this crew battle. It would seem. Smashville will be the venue then. If only it had some more epic music. Imagine. Shutting down the arena. Speaking of shutting down the arena, if Greg doesn't hop in, we might just have to do one just so it doesn't shut down. You have to know what you gotta know. Just in time for the main event, it's Harmonia versus LazyZach. Nah, the stage is alright shows. Greg's probably joining right now. Let's just make sure it doesn't close. How do you recruit Articuno on PMD? I have a video on it. You could never do it. Go check out my series on YouTube. That's literally one of the episodes, is recruiting Articuno. But basically, you just go rematch Articuno once post-game has started. You just go to the end of Frosty Forest or whatever the dungeon is, and then just beat Articuno in a boss battle. That's all it is. I have an episode on it if you want me to link it to you. I have a playlist full of Rescue Team DX stuff. You gotta go, alrighty. It's random chance though, right? No, if you defeat Articuno in the boss battle, Articuno just automatically becomes recruited. It doesn't matter. You just get Articuno. I don't know if it was different in the original game, but in Rescue Team DX at least, you just get Articuno if you win a fight. Yeah, I think I remember that, where it's like you beat a boss and then there's a chance that they join you. Whereas in Rescue Team DX, if you beat them, they just join you. Which is nice. But yeah, take care of Sate. Alrighty, so let's see here. Let's see. It's more likely to recruit if you won with a smaller party. Wasn't it just that you would have space in a smaller party because you needed to have open slots to recruit them? Alrighty, so it looks like the final round here is going to be Greg as Robin, representing FCG, and LazyZach as Sonic, representing VGLS, who is down a stock. So a slight advantage starting out for Greg here, but this can definitely go either way. Now this will be an interesting matchup to see of Robin versus Sonic. Now, LazyZach, who typically is able to apply a lot of pressure with these spin dashes, is definitely struggling with these thunders from Greg. Definitely going to have to watch out for those, and also the arc fires, which form a wall that kind of prevents LazyZach from getting in there and applying the pressure that he wants. Unable to get any hits quite yet. Definitely struggling to get in there. With Greg able to form this projectile kind of wall to stop LazyZach from applying his pressure. Finally able to get one hit in, but only after LazyZach has reached 63% here. Managing to get a spin dash. Nobody being able to pick up the Levin sword in time there. Nobody capitalizing on that. Greg picking up the book there to get some hard reads, but unable to do so. Now it seems like... Yeah, there goes Arcfire. Looks like the Thunder Tome is back, though. Could seem. Yeah, charging it back up. LazyZach getting creative with these spin dashes, though, in order to capitalize there. Not quite able to get the F-smash punish of that directional air dodge. Very good read, though. Just unable to get it quite right. Using the homing attack to put a lot of pressure onto iGreg on the ledge there. And same thing in reverse there. The Arcfire putting a lot of pressure onto LazyZach on the ledge. I gotta say, very even percents, but iGreg's still a stock ahead. Yeah, LazyZach needing to wait for the light to turn green to pass that Arcfire there, it seems. Not able to get the 2-frame forward smash there. Forward air, not quite enough to take it yet, though. And the Arc Thunder catching LazyZach's attempts to edge guard there. And the dropped 11 sword actually stopping LazyZach's spin dash there. And just barely dodging the Thunder. If LazyZach gets a back throw or any solid area right now, that should be it for Greg's stock. Should well be. Getting another homing attack. iGreg at dead now. Now we've got even stocks, but LazyZach is up at 98%. LazyZach is going to have to play very carefully to avoid losing that stock there, holding on to it for as long as possible. Avoiding those thunders. A lot of shield pressure from the arc fires there. LazyZach doing a good job of getting away from that, though, before iGreg could get a grab or whatever else could have been capitalized off of that arc fire there. Good spacing by iGreg there with the arc fire into LazyZach, who is now sitting at 149%. One hit of an arrow with 11 sword there can definitely take off LazyZach's stock. Gonna have to play very carefully to avoid any aerial by iGreg right now. Tacking on some damage here. Going for the back air, unable to do it though. 11 sword back on deck. iGreg knows that a quick aerial can take off LazyZach's stock, so very much going for it here. LazyZach applying some more pressure with the spin dash into up air there though. Yeah, playing very carefully here. Yeah, that arc fire though, putting lots of pressure onto LazyZach on ledge though. Using the homing attack to help get back to stage there. Waiting on ledge a bit long, but just perfect enough that the arc fire didn't hit him there. Very patient plays by LazyZach there, who's currently sitting at 169%. Yeah, iGreg very much trying to get an aerial here. The forward air not enough to take off iGreg's second stock quite yet, it seems. Getting another spin dash into forward air. Another one like that could potentially be it for iGreg's other stock. LazyZach trying to secure it there, but not quite being able to yet. The Nair not quite able to hit LazyZach, and iGreg not able to re-grab the dropped 11 sword, it seems. Coming close there. Oh, LazyZach going for the homing attack, but hitting the book. iGreg, guess you could say getting some hard reads with that book there. My oh my, down air, not enough to take it. The book just saved iGreg from a homing attack. Incredible. The book. I have never seen that before. LazyZach able to make it past that there. Getting a forward air to take off iGreg's second stock. LazyZach still holding on to both stocks, but sitting at 179%. Getting an air dodge there. 184%. Pretty much any hit on LazyZach can delete his stock right now. And the second hit of Nair will take off LazyZach's stock. We have even stocks now. This is anybody's game right here. LazyZach applying quite a bit of pressure with that spin dash. Getting caught by the Arc Thunder though to tack on a little bit of damage there. And getting caught by the Levin sword as well there. Interrupting things just like the book was earlier. LazyZach, very awesome timing on the spin dash just to avoid the arc fires there. That was a weird describing word to describe that with, but alas. Pretty close to even percents here. A lot of pressure from either side. iGreg with the projectiles, with the thunders and the arc fires. And LazyZach with the spin dashes. iGreg trying to get a charged up down smash there off of the shield pressure that Arc Fire put LazyZach under there. LazyZach managing to get a homing attack on the roll that iGreg did there. Thought that for a second LazyZach might have gone for a back throw there. Managing to spin dash to forward air, but it's not enough yet. The spring will catch iGreg. No tech. And the book getting LazyZach again. This time the L-Wind. spin dash to back air, not enough. These books have been interfering with LazyZach quite a bit at the most unfortunate times for LazyZach, huh? Getting hit with the second hit of Nair there. Greg at 143%, a back throw or a strong aerial by LazyZach can potentially take off this last stock here, depending on where it's done. If LazyZach is able to get it, getting hit with a thrown Levin sword there. I'm trying to find an opening here, putting on pressure with the books again. LazyZach getting hit with another book. Another one. How many books has LazyZach gotten hit with this round? Getting caught with Arc Thunder again. Just barely being able to make it back because of the directional air dodge. LazyZach sitting at 91%. And with Robin with the Levin sword, depending on where it is, this is definitely a potential kill percent for LazyZach. And the missed tech on the spring will be it. It seems. With VGLS taking it 1-0 then. A very close game there, especially after all the percent was being racked onto LazyZach at the end there. LazyZach managed to clutch it out. Whoops. That goes into the brackets, sorry. Yeah, a couple spring hits there, it seems. Alright, that wraps up this crew battle. Just barely managing to clutch out a win for VGLS there, it seems. Very, very close game. GG to everyone involved. Very nice crew battle indeed. Hope everybody had fun, whether they were playing in it or just tuning in and watching. Spicy, spicy indeed. I gotta say. Hope everybody enjoyed your time here. And yeah, me sitting here debating about should I plug things after the crew battle is done. Sure, I will. Sure, I will. Anybody who wants to check out the VGLS Discord, the link to it is right here. And anybody who wants to stop by and say hi in my own, I have my own as well because I'm a streamer. For anybody who wants to stop by. There, I plugged things. I plugged things. Should I plug things more often at the end of crew battles? Is that what I should do? No, don't plug things. You will sue? I plugged your things too. I plugged both things. Well, I know what you should plug. Let me guess. Raid Shadow Legends. Oh no. My oh my. Thanks for the 5 bits, Josh.
Woo, that was great, GG's.
Glad you liked it there. Yeah, plug aid. Plug aid. Age Shadow Legends is the case. But yeah, anyway, those are the links to both Discord servers involved, VGLS's Discord and my own. But anybody who wants to say hi to either the crew or the commentator, I'll put the score sheet in SCS. Okay. Okay, boo. Boobity bop. Just like that. That's it. I don't know why the first one isn't tabbed in while the other ones are whenever I post it in Discord. Is the case. You might, Sky? Maybe. But yeah, so that concludes that crew battle there. Very close, I gotta say. Especially when both percents started getting high. At least it wasn't as close as like the crew battle yesterday, which was the closest crew battle I'd ever seen. That one sure was spicy. That one's a real spicy one. Also, the one earlier today was super spicy in terms of commentary. Like, who boy did the commentary go all over the place, didn't it? I gotta say. I must say. Yeah, anybody's allowed in the Discord. It's not a private thing. Like, they have roles for members and stuff like that, and people trying out to be a member. But it's not like it's an exclusive club to be a member in the server itself. Or anything like that. Not at all. That's open to anybody there. Unless Sate suddenly changes the rules here or something. But yeah, they do have separate roles for people that are actually members of the crew, and then everyone else is just like either in the guest role or the tryout role to like try out to become a member. Is typically what happens there. Is the case. Yeah, so they got council, then members, then tryouts, and then guests, everybody else. Are their roles. It seems.